here with Mr. Matayev, official representative of Kazakh Invest in North and South America, right? Okay. Mr. Matayev, will Kazakhstan invest in oil and gas sector in Brazil?
You know, it's a matter of economic and business. It's a matter of investment and research. Now, because our investment strategy of Kazakhstan, it depends on the area. Today, Kazakhstan has a lot of his own oil and gas, and we are here because I am representing investment promotion agency for my region. We are first of all interested attracted investments to our regions, and we think that here because we already this year we celebrate the 30 years of diplomatic relationship between Brazil and Kazakhstan, and now we have some very good examples about our trade, investments, and other kinds of cooperation. That's why we see a lot of opportunities for Brazilian companies in our region and for Kazakhstan companies in this region as well. But first of all, I'm representing investment promotion agency. That's why I'm talking about attracting Brazilian investments to our region. And I'm ready to explain why exactly Kazakhstan and why it could be very interesting for Brazilian business.
And what are the most attractive areas?
Okay. You mean for Brazilian business? We have few very attractive areas, especially for Brazilian business. First of all, it's definitely agriculture, because if we say about agriculture, Kazakhstan has more than 220 million hectares arable land, and because of that, and we have a huge potential. According to the United Nations research, a lot of experts, they say that Kazakhstan is the breadbasket of Eurasia, because they think that Kazakhstan has much more potential for providing food and food processing, not only for Kazakhstan, but for all countries, including Eurasian, including China, and other our borders regions. And because of that, we have huge opportunities as a land, as opportunities for nature, and also we have very good educated population. The United Nations Index of Kazakhstan, it's very high about education, about level of educated people. It's on the one hand. On the other hand, we have very relatively cheap price for the labor. That's why investors invested for Kazakhstan. You can use great nature opportunities, great demand for this kind of products, using very qualified but cheap labor, and you can produce your service or your production in Kazakhstan. Besides of that, our government provides very advanced infrastructure for investors. We have very advanced law, very good, let's say, transport infrastructure. Just for the last 10 years, Kazakhstan invested about $30 billion in our infrastructure, and we have 11 transit corridors. We have direct access to not only to Russia and China, but also for the other countries through the Caspian Sea. And also we have, including that, you can use all this great demand, all these conditions, and you can use Astana International Financial Center. In our capital, Astana, Kazakhstan government organized AAFC, which means any foreign investor or a businessman can register a company on AAFC. It means that any investors who registered company on AAFC will use English common law, not Kazakhstani law. It means this arbitration system and court on AAFC, they are legally separated from our system, and it's based on English common law. In case, let's say, if it will some happen or it would be some discussion or a dispute, it means that decision will based on the English common law, not on Kazakhstani law. That's why a lot of foreign investors, they like it, and they registered company in Kazakhstan, but using English common law. Here, when we are talking about opportunities for Brazilian and other companies, we have to understand that we are not talking about our market. Our market, it's not so big, it's just 20 million people, it's not big market. But we are talking using Kazakhstan as a hub. You can register company, and we are not talking always about financial investors. Very often we are talking about technologies, about knowledge and skills of, let's say, Brazilian companies, which we know already adapted a lot of very advanced technologies. And because they adapted it, it's now cheaper than, let's say, some other countries, but they're very advanced, and you can, using it, you can organize business in our region, using opportunities from Kazakhstan, using all this infrastructure, and promote your production, promote your service for all region. And Kazakhstan, according to the international experts, has a very unique opportunities for them.
Very interesting. And while we're here in the honorary consulate inauguration, how can this consulate help the trade relations between both countries?
Thank you. Thank you for this question. You know, geographically, it was mentioned, our country, it's not so close. We have some distance between our country. But because business as any, even when two people, they started communicate, they need some help, they need some relationship. But it's also true for different countries. And because we already have 30 years of our diplomatic relationship, we need people who knows Kazakhstan. Because to be honest, Brazilian companies, a lot of Brazilian companies, they don't know, they know not so much about, not only about Kazakhstan, but about all regions. And in that case, you have to have some people who knows Kazakhstan, and it's very good when it will be Brazilians who visited Kazakhstan, who knows Kazakhstan, who knows difference between, let's say, Kazakhstan and, let's say, Afghanistan, because Kazakhstan is very different. People who visited Kazakhstan first time, they say, "Oh, we never think that your infrastructure is so advanced," because we thought some people think they don't expect that we have so advanced infrastructure. And when the people visited Kazakhstan, when they do research about Kazakhstan, it's easier for, let's say, for other Brazilian people or for other Brazilian businesses when you can speak with your Brazilian about, well, what is real Kazakhstan? Is it true that they say? Is it really true, or it's just words? In that case, I mean, anyway, this institution, the honorary consul, it's one of as we know, it's one of very efficient way which a lot of countries use for doing closer our cultures, our relationship, our business relationship, because it's also start from visiting Kazakhstan, from tourism, from communications. If let's say a lot of tourists will visit Kazakhstan and a lot of tourists from Kazakhstan will visit Brasilia. It will do closer our nations, closer our business, closer our understanding. And we don't have, for example, visa between our countries. It's just a matter of buying tickets from Brasilia to Kazakhstan or from Kazakhstan to Brasilia. And it's a matter of, simulate and creating more closer relationships between business, between people, between nations, between culture. And today, I think, because we understand the level of São Paulo, we know that São Paulo is huge, biggest state of Brasilia. It's actually financial, trade, business center of Brasilia. That's why we understand the importance of São Paulo, and we also understand the opportunities which São Paulo could provide for Kazakhstan, and also understands which Kazakhstan could provide for developing and promoting Brazilian business and Brazilian interest in Kazakhstan and in the regions.
Great, excellent, Mr. Matayev. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.